Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true.
8-year-old boy killed in Kingston double murder. The police are probing a double murder and shooting in Burger Gully, Kingston East, Sunday night. Gunmen reported they struck sometime after 10 p.m. when they opened fire at a house, hitting the occupants. Information reaching reporter is that a man and an 8-year-old boy were killed. The man has been identified as Joel, while the child has been identified as DJ Dawes. A third person, a male, remains hospitalized. The area is tense and police are patrolling the space. JCF mourns death of police constable killed in motorcycle crash. The police high command is expressing sadness at the death of police constable Tajay Ebanks in the motorcycle crash along the Mango Hall Main Road in Westmoreland on Sunday. The 22-year-old was assigned to the Westmoreland Traffic Department. The Corporate Communications Unit of the Jamaica Constabulary Force says Ebanks was killed about 8:35 p.m. as he rode a motorcycle towards the London in the parish. It says Ebanks collided with a cow that walked into his path. He was flung from the motorcycle and sustained multiple injuries. He was assisted to hospital where he was pronounced dead. The CCU says the First Chaplaincy Branch and Welfare Department are providing support to the family members, friends and colleagues of Constable Ebanks. Issa Buchanan resigns as PNP Human Rights Commission Chairman. Issa Buchanan has resigned as chairman of the People's National Party's Human Rights Commission in the wake of unsavory comments he made about Director of Public Prosecutions Paula Llewellyn. In a media release on Monday, the PNP said he indicated his intention to step down to the party's president Mark Golden following remarks he made on a YouTube program. He believes that resigning is in the party's best interest as the remarks in question do not reflect the values of the People's National Party, the release said. It continued the party accepts his resignation and expresses gratitude to Mr. Buchanan for his service to the commission and thanks him for his contributions. Earlier, Gender Affairs Minister Oliver Grange called for Golden to immediately fire Buchanan. She also called for the disciplinary committee of the General Legal Counsel to immediately probe Buchanan for breach of the canons of the profession. 15 homeless after gunmen set dwelling in Portmore Villa ablaze. Over 15 people, including children, were left homeless as a result of a fire believed to be the work of arsonists in Portmore Villa, Gregory Park, St. Catherine on Sunday. The Portmore Criminal Investigations Branch says about 5:30 a.m. the victims were awakened by several men, some of whom were armed with rifles and handguns. The gunmen reportedly kicked open the doors and took away the occupants' cellular phones. They then poured out a substance believed to be gasoline before setting ablaze all 8 bedrooms. The assailants managed to escape. The police and the fire department were alerted, and on their arrival, 3 premises were seen engulfed in flames. No injuries were reported to the police. Superintendent Hope Nicholson, acting divisional commander for the St. Catherine South Division, said the police will be increasing its presence in the area and urge the cooperation of residents. The St. Catherine South Police will not relent in their effort and will continue to conduct operations to reduce the opportunities for criminals to commit crimes, stated Nicholson. In the meantime, investigators are appealing to anyone with information that can assist them with identifying these men to contact them at 876-949-8403, Police 119 emergency number, Crime Stop at 311 or the nearest police station. Fake cops rob $1 million from Trelawney businessman. A probe has been launched after men pretending to be police officers robbed a householder of almost $1 million at Hammersmith District in Bounty Hall, Trelawney last week. The robbery was reportedly committed at the house of a businessman from the community, the police stated. Information reaching reporter is that around 6:50 p.m., the businessman was at home when a white Toyota Vauxhall drove up. It was reported that 4 men armed with handguns and a rifle alighted and identified themselves as policemen. The men, it is understood, requested a search of the businessman and found $300,000 in his pocket. They took the money. The alleged lawmen proceeded into the businessman's house, where they searched and found a safe which contained about $500,000. They instructed him to open it and he complied. The men took all the money, left it in the said motor vehicle and made good their escape. The businessman later reported the matter and a probe was launched. Power struggle continues in Westmoreland Council. It promises to be an interesting day at the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation, with 2 councillors claiming to be the deputy mayor. On Friday, Ian Mills, Independent Little London Division, who was controversially voted in as deputy mayor on July 13, cut a ribbon and moved into the office that comes with the title. This despite word that an injunction had been filed to keep him from taking up the post and written instructions from Mayor Bertel Moore that while he is on vacation, he has left in charge Daniel Delancey, who has been out to make way for Miles. The controversy is expected to spill over into an August monthly meeting of the corporation, which is typically on summer break at that time of the year. These maneuverings are just the latest moves in a chess match that began with infighting within the opposition People's National Party that has spilled over into a power struggle for the control of the municipal corporation. Moore, who is counsel for the Negril division, is a member of the PNP. Miles, who represented the London division, was elected on a PNP ticket, but is one of 3 councillors who resigned from the party to register their objection to Ian Hales representing the People's National Party in Westmoreland, Western, during the next general election. Moore had been expected to be the 4th resignation that day, but he did not join Miles, Garfield James, Sheffield Division, and Lawton Mackenzie, Greenwich Hill Division, at the press conference. With the resignation, the People's National Party now has 5 seats in the municipal corporation. The Jamaica Labour Party JLP has 4, and 3 councillors are independent. Moore has been walking a tightrope since resignations as speculation stirs about his next move. At the July 13 meeting of the corporation, the 3 independent councillors voted with the 4 who have been elected on a JLP ticket to remove Delancey in a no-confidence vote that they said was based on non-performance. Minister of Local Government and Community Development Desmond Mackenzie was among those watching from the sidelines as the councillors argued over who was right based on existing legislation. Ultimately, Mayor Moore wrote the legislation allow Miles to be voted as deputy mayor, but a document has surfaced indicating that an injunction was filed in the Supreme Court on July 27, barring Miles from taking office. He has shut off the document, questioning its authenticity as he enumerated the long list of tasks he intends to tackle in his role as deputy mayor. He has also been consistent in a narrative that gives the impression that he is working closely with Moore. I have been here working in support of the mayor, but today I'm making it official. This that you would have been seen is an official opening or taking control of my office, and this will be done in this Mayor Moore's office absent until he returns, stated Miles on Friday. St. Catherine man charged with robbery, offences under Firearms Act. A St. Catherine man has been hit with several charges following the robbery of a motor vehicle in Old Harbour Road, Spanish Town, St. Catherine on Monday, July 17. The accused is 27-year-old Canute Mackenzie, a construction worker of Aluminum Way, Mineral Heights, Clarendon. He has been charged with robbery with aggravation, unauthorized possession of a prohibited weapon, and unauthorized possession of ammunition. Reports are that about 9:45 a.m., a man parked his car at his workplace when armed men drove up in a grey Nissan Tiida motor car and approached him. Mackenzie allegedly pointed a gun at the man and robbed him of his motor car before escaping. The matter was reported to the police, and swift action by the lawmen led to the motor car being intercepted along the Bagwalk bypass. The men exited the vehicle and ran, during which Mackenzie dropped an object, which was retrieved and was later turned out to be a 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 9mm rounds of ammunition. He was subsequently arrested and charged after he was pointed out during an identification parade. His court date is being arranged. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification